He's probably looking for some fucking backwater macros in this late hour of the night. He's looking for some fucking rabbits or squirrels to hound on. All right, here we go. I'm looking a bit scrappy, and I don't really give a hoot, but putting my shoes on right now, and we're getting ready to go kill an arm day at Spillane's Fit. It is the best gym in the Lehigh Valley tri-state area. It's a Friday night, so hopefully the locals aren't too polluted in there. We can get a nice effective gym sesh where we can get on any piece of equipment that we want. Let's actually do a quick weigh-in. I didn't weigh myself this morning, and this weigh-in is gonna be with shoes on, with about close to 3,500 calories in me. It's like 8:45 of the evening watch, by the way. So bust the scale out real quick. Wake up. Holy shit. Holy fuck, dude. 27.6. Man. I mean, considering yesterday morning, like true morning weigh-in, right? So nothing in my stomach, no shoes on. I was 217.4. So being 226, I mean, yeah, I had a bunch of fluids today and a bunch of food and I have shoes on, but Jesus Christ, like over 10 pounds, man. Jesus. Happy to see it though. So again, it's not the most accurate weigh-in because I have a bunch of like food in my system and stuff. So that's that. Actually, I don't want to drink my pre-workout now because I have like a 30-minute drive, but I have my outfit on. I have my Gains Aren't Given shirt on. Because, I mean, they're not, man. They're not really given. Like, you kind of have to, like, work for them. So, you have to earn them, so to speak. But, we are going to gear up here and hit the road. There's going to be no rush. There's going to be no time constraints today because, you know, it's like 8:45 on a Friday night. This is a 24-hour gym, which is why I love going here. Late night sessions here are always awesome, man, because there's not too many people that go there. It's always easy to go from machine to machine. It's a giant floor, giant gym, so we should be able to just get in there, take our time, go with the flow, and get our reps in. So I guess I'll just see you probably for the first working set, or maybe for warm-ups. I don't know. We'll see. See you then, man. There's the normal gym, closing in an hour. Not getting my business.
Voiceover action. What's going on, man? So, you know, as per usual, you gotta start out with some warm-ups, get some blood flowing in the joints, get the elbows nice and warm. I actually got a lot of workout footage here because there was no one really in here, so I was pretty freely just kind of being Mr. Tripod guy. These kind of reverse grip D-handle pushdowns here have become one of my favorite tricep workouts in general. I think I already warmed up, actually. I'm getting into my working sets here, but there's something about this. The squeeze on the long head for this one is just it's just something that I have really been throwing into the repertoire lately. And I gotta say, being a guy who's really trying to grow my long head, I have no complaints. And so I'm doing the full stack here. It looks a lot more impressive than what it actually is. This stack's really not that fucking heavy. Still doing the full stack though. Anyway, yeah, man. So honestly, the way that I do these workouts, and this goes for regardless of what day it is, I just mix in heavy and I mix in light. And typically I sort of do like a workup where I warm up, you know, I go really, really light, and then I keep, you know, I go a little bit less light. So maybe I'll start out with like sets of 20 and 25, get blood flowing. Then I'll start going 12 to 15. And then once I'm like, okay, I'm really primed and I'm really ready to go heavy now, then I'll start going heavy. And that you can apply that to pretty much any day for me. I have a tendency, as I've often stated, of going way too heavy on, or not way too heavy, warming up way too much and kind of taxing myself out on days when I'm really trying to prioritize strength. But yeah, so we're kind of just doing a little, I don't even want to say superset, but we're just kind of doing these dumbbell curls back to back here with the tris. I curled pretty heavy this day, I think. This workout was like 3 or 4 days ago. So pretty standard. I don't do anything crazy this workout. It's really just simple standard stuff. And this gym actually has a really cool overhead tricep machine that I don't ever remember seeing at any other gym that I've been to. It's like the overhead. You'll see it. You'll see when we get to it, man. So pump cover's coming off here, showing my fat waterlogged back. And what am I curling here? I think these are 55s here. So, this is not, I mean, listen, humbly being stated, this is nothing to scoff at. And for me, I don't remember ever being at a point in my life where I'm curling 55s this easily. So I'm proud of this right here. I am feeling good strength-wise right now. You see me here getting reps in. I'm feeling good. This is footage of me feeling good, hitting arms, and I'm pushing it to the absolute fucking limit. And that's what you like to see, because you have to push it, man. If every set doesn't look like that last one, like if you're not fucking shaking and quivering on your last rep, what are you really doing, man? I mean, come on. We can masquerade as a true lifter, but you need to stop playing these fucking nonsense games and make sure every set's going to failure. So back to the D handle push downs here. You can see my whole triceps being worked, right? But really, what it's isolating is the long head on my tricep, and it doesn't really matter. You can, like, if you look at like a leg extension, right? If you're doing a leg extension with your legs a little bit wider apart, right? It's gonna work the inside. It's gonna isolate the inside of your quad, the teardrop, right? Now your whole quad's being worked, but it's really, what are you isolating? When you're really trying to build up a certain body part, like I'm really trying to build up my my lateral head, not my lateral head, my long head. I'm trying to build up, so I'm gonna make sure I'm isolating that most of the time. If that made sense, it seemed like a real roundabout way of just saying make sure you're isolating your whatever you're trying to grow properly. But now I'm going to some 60s here, and this is the weight territory that's not really anything to be trifled with. I don't ever max out like bicep curls. People ask me like, what's my highest bicep? It's just like, dude, I'm not gonna do a one rep curl, But that's a great thing about this shit, man. Is you don't need to do anything crazy. Like, you can stick to the simple shit. Like, you don't need to go into the gym and just like get way too carried away and way too fancy with like this new evolutionary workout that stimulates the bicep in a way that's never been seen before. And it's just like, dude, you don't need that. You can literally just stick to curl. Like, it doesn't really matter how you're curling. If your arm's going from the stretched out position to the contracted curl position, arm bent, well, you're getting something done, man. So here I'm back to the just doing some straight bar push downs. Very simple stuff, but we're kind of moving away a little bit. I'm kind of just trying to go for some overall tricep mass here. That was what was in my head. Went heavy with it, and then I'm doing a quick drop set. So see, it's a nice mixture of heavy and light. Heavy and light. Got to get the volume in. Right, but you also got to make sure you're gonna get a little bit of strength out of it too. That's the way I look at it. So. And you notice whenever I go lighter with the weight, pardon me, the form gets stricter. And I think that's really important because there's a lot of people who like to hate on, someone's going heavy and their form's kind of getting a little sloppy. I'm a big proponent of that's okay. If you're going to be pushing something weight-wise, no matter what exercise you're doing, if you're not going to keep strict form, man, that's fine, because eventually you're going to gain enough strength doing it with sloppy form that you'll be able to keep strict form doing it, right? But you have to make sure, though, that you first establish the proper form so that you're able to do sloppier form and get away with it and not hurt yourself. And also, when you do back off sets and you go lighter, make sure that you keep that form strict, right? Because you can't be doing sets of 12 to 15, 12 to 20, whatever, and have like sloppy form, man. Because it's just like, listen, you're going light. You need to. Your form is there not only to prevent injury, but if your form's right, no matter what exercise you're talking about, that should put yourself in the best position possible for muscular stimulation. If your form's fucking messed up on bench, you might work a little bit too much anterior delt. You never know. So, important things to keep in mind. Just I did real high volume this day, man. I'm just going curls to triceps. I'm just, it's bread and butter, man. That's just how I like it. Like a nice early morning breakfast from mama. Just bread, butter, a little bit of French toast, some bacon on the side. Never gets old. So. Every set needs to look like this, man. I'm not trying to toot my own fucking horn, but you know, I'm not saying you need to kill yourself on every single set, but like if at least like 75 to 80% of your sets aren't ending with you kind of like, you know, failing reps, they need to reevaluate some stuff, man. So, good old French press here, I believe this is called, overhead single arm extensions. Just going for some blood flow, man. We're kind of going back to that long head isolation sort of thing. I know the medial head's getting worked pretty good here too, but we're just repping it out, keeping the form as strict as we can because we're going light. Now, coming up here in a little bit, you'll probably start thinking to yourself, like, okay, I think you've kind of stimulated your bis and tris as much as you can. Like, what's going on, man? I don't know, man. I would rather do too much than not enough. And I just, like, yeah, I do kind of, like, a little bit more on the high volume side. But it's just how I like to train, man, you know? And I think if my calories are up, like, if I'm eating what I'm eating now, like, 4,500 to 5,000 calories a day, if I want to train longer, you know, if I want to stay in there and do more sets, more reps, I think I should be able to fucking do it. And that goes for you too, you know? And it's not like those sets and reps are going to be just completely, you're going heavy the entire time because eventually you'll just get taxed out doing that. But, you know, I'm going light, I'm getting blood flow, but fuck, you know, it's fun to do. And here I'm kind of just checking out the pump, making sure everything's looking good. And this is my stance, by the way, on the whole, you know, do you cover up your pump when you're working out or not? I'm going to answer that question with a question, right? What painter or artist do you know that doesn't look at the picture he's painting or doesn't look at the sculpture that he's sculpting, right? If I'm in the gym and I'm building my body, right, I'm sculpting my body in a certain way, I'm going to look at myself in the mirror and make sure, okay, so my side delts are looking, okay, my side delts are good now. Well, front delts could use some work though, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go hit those a little bit harder. You know, it's kind of almost allowing, like when I'm looking at my tricep in the mirror here, you know, a layman might say, oh, this guy's just being a fucking douchebag, just staring at his tricep. Like, this guy's just in love with himself. Now, I do love myself, okay? Because why wouldn't I? But it's almost like an extra added layer of the mind-muscle connection when I can look at the muscle that's being worked in the mirror. Because if it's covered up, like, yeah, I can kind of, I won't have a problem with it, right? But just what painter doesn't look at the picture that he's painting, man, when he's painting it, you know? You paint a couple brush strokes, take a step back, okay, I need to add some more shadowing over here. That's the way that I think about it. And it's no shame on anyone who disagrees with that. Everyone has their own ways of doing it, but look, I like looking at what's being worked when I'm working it, man. So I don't know. That's my take on it. And see, I'm going back to heavy curls here. I think those were 55s, maybe they were 60s, but see, I go from light and squeeze, lighter squeeze, higher rep sets to heavy sets, and then sometimes like I'll go back to lighter sets, and then maybe I go back to a heavy set again. And you can see here I did like a little drop set. I cut the weight in half, and it's like 30s or something, I think. And I'm just doing super strict form, squeezing, slowly bringing the weight back down. You know, and if I had 60s in my hand, I'm not going to be able to control the weight like this, man. But that's why when I'm doing these lighter weights, I keep the form a little bit more strict. Well, actually, a lot more strict, to be honest. Very important, man. And when you are kind of like, no matter what exercise you're doing, right? If you kind of come up, I don't know I forget the actual terms, like the fucking whatever, the ascension or the eccentric and whatever. Like if I'm curling, right, when the dumbbell's coming up, I can come up a little bit slower sometimes and I can let it drop a little bit faster, or I can do vice versa. I can come up quick, get a good squeeze, and drop it real slow like I just did. And that's going to add a little extra layer of burn, which is a little extra added layer of blood flow. And when you have more blood flow, more of a pump, what's in that blood that's getting pumped into the muscle? Nutrients, my guy. And that's what you need to grow. So keep that in mind, man. Don't be afraid to, you know, do sets slower. Like sometimes when you're trying to get a great pump, don't be afraid to do like 5-second reps, man. Like get a squeeze and then slowly lower the weight, whatever you're doing. Get a squeeze fast, slowly lower the weight. Mix all that stuff up, man. Do it a little bit slower sometimes, do it a little bit faster sometimes. Sometimes go heavy and just go explosive, you know. Don't fucking hurt yourself, you know. Don't tweak a ACL or anything like that. I'm not telling you to go do that, but I'm just saying mix things up a little bit. Shock the muscle, so to speak. And we're right back to the damn straight bar pull downs, man. So we're not fucking around. This is the machine I was talking about, man. This thing. This is the only gym I've ever seen this in my entire fucking life, dude. I know they're probably pretty popular in like older school bodybuilding gyms, which this gym is. And you can see, like, I noticed like the Body Master machines, they tend to be in like the really good gyms. If you're in a gym and it has Body Master's equipment, you're probably in a good fucking gym. I've never seen a Body Master's piece of equipment in like a LA Fitness or something like that. No shade to LA Fitness, of course. I mean, equipment's equipment, but yeah, I just fucking love that machine, dude. You really can go back and get the good stretch. Quick little pump check here, making sure everything is good to go. And then we're right back into it, man. So at this point in the workout, I've pretty much gotten full stimulation, I think, on everything. We're just hitting some little tweaks here and there, getting a little extra work in, because I'm really trying to grow the long head, man. So you see this workout, I'm doing a bunch of long head work because I'm tired of having a fucking skimpy ass long head. So just fucking really getting into it. It's simple stuff, man. I mean, there's not too much to really commentate on, to be honest, anymore. Like, what do you want me to say? Like, it speaks for itself, man. When's the last time you fucking did these, man? Spider curls? You throw it in the next arm day, I'm telling you, man. I haven't done these in months, and I am happy I did them this day. But this is the last exercise I have filmed, I believe. And then it's going to go back to me in the car. So, I hope you like this voiceover, man. It's been fun. And there is some posing footage, actually, at the end of this. So, I'm going to stay on here for a little bit. But these are great squeeze workout, man. Great squeeze set here on the spider curls. That's what this exercise is great for. Just really focusing on that concentration curl, building up the bicep peaks. Great to add at the end for like a final Bunsen burner type of thing. Yeah, dude, it was a great arm day. It was a great arm day. No complaints. Felt strong all around. I need to I think I might incorporate some close grip bench in the near future for overall tricep mass. I haven't done those in a while, but yeah, I think I mentioned this in the car talk afterwards. But okay, so yeah, here's the posing footage. This is probably my front double bi is probably my best pose, to be honest. I like the way it looks, but I think my most lacking pose, which I'll show here in a little bit, is my front lat spread. You notice my shoulders are like flat, like on the side delt area. I mean, it was super quick, whatever, but my shoulders, like they need to be more round. My triceps need to jut out more. The arm department just needs work. My lats are fine. My lats flare out. I look like a fucking airplane, like an upside down piece of pizza, but I need to work on the arms, man, all around. So good old mantis pose. I always like this one. Get a little side tri action. So bulk's coming together nicely, man. I'm really happy with this, and this has been a little voiceover action. All right. Oh. Yeah, thought someone turned the lights off. I mean, that was just... Fuck, man. I feel like every time I get to this part in the video, I'm just like, killer fucking workout. But, dude, it was a great workout. I mean, I ended up curling, I think when I go up to 65 for like a set of 10 or something like that. I mean, I don't think I've ever curled that much before, man. Like, admittedly, I never really try to max out my curl, per se. But I'm just getting so much stronger, man. And I think the reason for that mainly is because this is the first time... really, I think in my whole life, to be completely honest, where I've just made it a point to really push the calories. See, because I was kind of one of the stick types growing up. Really skinny, bean pole-esque. And so, but for some reason, when I was younger and I first started lifting, like, I had a really easy time just growing muscle. Like, you would think somebody of that stature would have, like, that to be like a hard gainer and all this. I've really, truth be told, gained muscle pretty quickly, and I never gained too much fat. There were times where I got a bit tubby, but I was just one of those guys that went back and forth on the cut, the bulk. I'd bulk for like a couple months and I'd cut for a couple months, and I didn't really have like a set goal. I was kind of just enjoying going to the gym and enjoying, like, all right, here's this bulk, and then enjoying, all right, let's cut down a little bit. But little did I know, I wasn't really making so much progress at all. I was just kind of yo-yoing from a bulk back to a cut. So now that I really have in 5,000 calories a day, hit my aim for a gram per pound of body weight for protein, and just monitor my weight on the scale, and it's going up consistently, and it's just like, wow, holy shit, I actually finally set a point to eat like 1,000, I don't know, maybe like 2,000 calories above my maintenance, and I'm gaining fucking weight and getting stronger every day, so it's crazy. But anyway, the workout. I gotta get over this fucking social anxiety with the camera, man. You know, I'm one of those guys, I'm very, very much in my own bubble. I'm very, like, I've had people tell me, like, oh, I thought you were kind of a dick at first, but then I got to know you, and turns out you were actually a half decent guy. And it's just like, I don't want to be giving off that vibe of like I'm a dick, but apparently I have like a resting bitch face or something like that. But I don't know. I just, it's not really my forte talking to people, or at least breaking the ice first. I like when people come up to me and, you know, start a conversation and stuff, but I guess I'm just more of an introvert type. Till I get to know you, and then, you know, we fucking, you know, hit it off and we rub butts together and we're fucking boys or whatever. But 20 minutes of cardio I did, by the way. After I stopped filming, after that first set of spider curls, I did another set of spider curls with 42.5 or something like that, some weird ass fucking dumbbell weight. I done another set of those. I actually did some forearms today as well. Nothing worth filming though. Just my classic over wrist curls and then under wrist curls. I just did some more fucking squeeze them pump out sets for triceps. Just standard rope push downs. Did calves, you know, and then that was pretty much it. So yeah, dude, I'm really hyped about this bulk so far. Things are looking up. I'm feeling great by the day. This cardio is really doing great for my physique. I feel like I'm not putting on so much weight, and holy shit, there's like a fox or something right here. You see that fucking guy? I don't want to spook him. Hey, buddy. Yeah, I don't know where he went. He scurried off, but Jesus Christ. You know, foxes are just scurrying around out here. Jesus, I gotta keep my wits about me. But, oh, there he is again. Can you see him? Can you see him? Can you see him? Do you see him scurrying? He's right there, I think. Yep, that's him. He's probably looking for some fucking backwater macros in this late hour of the night. He's looking for some fucking rabbits or squirrels to hound on because he's only at like 2,000 calories a day. He needs to be at 4,000 calories. Fucking fox bulk. Kind of scared to go out there now. I think fucking fox guy's gonna use me as a calorie filler or something. But I think the reason why I'm so like hesitant about filming a lot of the time is just because there's such a stigma now, because all these like kids are ruining it, man. We're like, they'll go into the gym with their tripods and be all fucking like snobby about it when someone walks by, and it's just like there's like a stigma now where like you're in the gym with a tripod, it's like, oh, here we fucking go, here's this guy now, Mr. Dudester content influencer, and it's just like it feels really corny sometimes. But and it's like, dude, like what else am I supposed to do? Like I don't have my own home gym. Like the best I can do is go in there, do it anyway, and, you know, don't give off any dickhead vibes, and just if somebody walks across, it's a public gym. Like I think most sane people just know that, like, okay, it's nothing to freak out about if somebody walks in the middle of my fucking camera. I need to eat about 1,000 calories before I hit the sack. I think I got to do the actual count up. We're gonna be at 230 at no time, and that's really what my goal was starting this bulk out originally. Was I wanted to go from where I started, right in between 200 and 205. I wanted to get from there to 230, and since this bulk's gonna go from the end of April, or it's gonna go from like the end of April to the beginning of May. I'm gonna end up being probably somewhere around 220 here pretty soon in the mornings, and so we're only 10 pounds away. It's fucking February, just started February, so we are looking really fucking good. So I'm gonna stop smacking my flappers now, and if you're watching this point, dude, seriously, thank you a lot. Remember what I said about, or whatever. Day 19, I think, arm day. Yeah, man, get your ducks in a row. What I mean by get your ducks in a row is drink enough fluids, make sure your electrolytes are where they need to be, so potassium, magnesium, sodium. Make sure you have a nice even amount of that in your diet so that your pump can be maintained and that you feel good, your muscles get a little bit more flexion in the gym, and it's just fucking good for you. Make sure you're well hydrated, make sure your sleep's on point, make sure your calories are where they need to be depending on your goals, make sure you're getting your protein in, And that's pretty much what having your ducks in a row is. It's the preparation that you need to have before you actually go to the gym. That way you can be set up to succeed, right? It's all in the preparation, man. If you don't study for the test, probably not going to do that good on the test, man. You know what I mean? So, got to make sure everything's situated there. Anyway, I will see you guys on the next one for day 20, I think. And, yeah, we're going to cut it there. Thanks for watching, man. Hopefully this fox doesn't eat my ass. Dude, this guy is still out here, man. I think he's eating something. I'm not even kidding, dude. I think he's fucking eating something right now. Dude, do I establish my dominance? I don't know what the fuck to do. I mean, I kind of have to go into my house. I have to cross over there. Does he know about me? No, I'm just kidding. Oh yeah, he's not even facing me. What is he doing, bro? Yeah, he just ran away with something in his mouth. Hold up, let me see this. He's right here. Alright, yeah, he ran away on the other side of the parking lot. Looks like I won't be consumed for calories tonight.